Welcome back, Bold and the Beautiful fans. Monday, September 29th brings us an episode packed with heartbreak, shocking confessions, and unexpected reunions. Hope faces a painful decision about her future. Deacon opens his soul to Taylor. And Bill and Katie find themselves pulled back together by tragedy. But could all this chaos end with love rising from the ashes? Stay tuned, because what we're about to discuss will keep you on the edge of your seat. And don't forget, share your thoughts in the comments as we go. For Hope Logan, the walls are closing in. She stands at a crossroads where every path promises heartbreak, no matter which direction she chooses. On one side is Carter Walton, a man of loyalty, honor, and stability. Carter has given her everything: his trust, his devotion, his unwavering belief in a future together. He is the kind of man any woman would dream of building a life with. And yet, there is Liam Spencer, the man who has broken her heart more times than she dares to count, the man who has left her shattered, confused, and betrayed. But here's the truth, fans. Sometimes love doesn't fade just because it hurts. Liam's presence still stirs something deep inside Hope, something raw and undeniable. Every smile, every memory, every lingering glance between them carries the weight of a history Carter can never replace. Viewers, put yourself in Hope's shoes for just one moment. Can you imagine standing between two futures? On one side, peace, safety, and the certainty that Carter would never let you down. On the other, fire, passion, and a love that may never truly die, no matter how flawed it is. Which would you choose? And here's the devastating reality. No matter what Hope decides, someone's heart will break. Carter may already sense that her soul is still tethered to Liam, even if she tries to deny it. And if she finally admits that Liam's shadow still haunts her, Carter could walk away shattered. So I'll ask you, Bold fans, if you were Hope, would you choose Carter's steady devotion, or risk everything for Liam's complicated but unshakable connection? Comment below, because this is a choice that could change the course of the story forever.
While Hope's heart wrestles with love, another storm is brewing across town. Deacon Sharp is spiraling, and he turns to the one woman who knows his soul better than most, Taylor Hayes.
Now, let's pause here, fans. How many of you felt the sparks the last time Deacon and Taylor shared the screen? The tension, the history, the unspoken longing, it was all there. And now fate pulls them back together. Deacon is drowning in regret. His marriage to Sheila has collapsed, leaving him with nothing but broken vows and bitter truths. He can't stop thinking about Sheila's lies, about the twisted secrets she still keeps, especially about Luna Nozawa. Those secrets have already torn families apart, and Deacon knows the worst may still be coming. Picture it with me. Deacon sits across from Taylor, his voice trembling as he confesses the depth of his mistakes. His eyes carry the weight of shame, yet also the desperate hope that she might understand him. Taylor listens, her heart torn. Professionally, she should push him away, send him to another therapist. But emotionally, this is Deacon, a man she once cared for, a man who stirs feelings she thought she'd buried. And here's the million-dollar question, viewers. Could these therapy sessions be the spark that reignites something more? Could their bond, forged in shared pain, lead to a second chance at love? But let's not forget the wild card, Sheila. If she senses Deacon drifting toward Taylor, her fury will be uncontrollable. And when Sheila feels betrayed, chaos always follows. So I'll throw it to you, fans. Should Taylor risk her heart by letting Deacon in again? Or should she slam the door shut before history repeats itself? Drop your predictions in the comments, because this storyline could explode in ways no one expects. And now, Bold fans, we arrive at the most explosive storyline of all, Bill and Katie. Their son Will is caught in the middle of Luna's chaos, and for once, these two estranged parents are forced to stand side by side. Bill Spencer, usually the tower of confidence, finally breaks. In a rare, raw confession, he admits his greatest mistake, fighting for Luna's release. He knows, deep down, that if he hadn't pulled those strings, none of this would have happened. Luna wouldn't have had the chance to fire that gun at Liam. She wouldn't have been close enough to trap Will in her manipulative web. The guilt on Bill's shoulders is crushing. But here's the twist, bold fans. It doesn't push Katie away. Instead, it pulls her closer than she has been in years. For the first time in a long time, she sees Bill not as the ruthless mogul who always gets his way, but as a man stripped bare, haunted, vulnerable, and drowning in regret. She sees past the armor, past the bravado, straight into the heart of someone who knows he has unleashed a storm he can no longer control. Katie steps in, not only as Will's mother, but as the one person who dares to challenge him when everyone else is too afraid. She becomes the voice of reason in a room filled with rage. She reminds him that every choice he makes now will shape not just Will's future, but their family's legacy. And this, fans, is where things turn dangerous. Bill is teetering on the edge of a cliff, consumed by fury. He talks of drastic measures, his voice hardening with threats that chill even Katie. Imagine the tension as he suggests that Luna should be forced to end her pregnancy, an idea dripping with control, desperation, and vengeance. Katie's reaction is immediate. She pushes back with fire in her eyes, telling him that violence and coercion will only bring more destruction, more pain, more blood on their hands. Their exchanges are explosive, filled with raw emotion, sharp words, and the unmistakable crackle of chemistry. Every glare, every whispered plea, every defiant retort carries years of history. You can feel their connection roaring back to life, even in the middle of their war of words. So let me ask you, fans, is Katie strong enough to keep Bill from crossing the line?
Or will his fury consume him, pulling her back into a dangerous love that could either save him or destroy them both? Viewers, can you see it too? Out of this nightmare, could a love story be reborn? The same tragedy that nearly destroyed their son may become the glue that binds Bill and Katie together once more. A reconciliation, a new beginning, maybe even a wedding twist no one saw coming. Bill and Katie hand in hand, stronger than ever, standing beside Will as a family once again. But what do you think, fans? Will this crisis reunite Beatty forever, or will it tear them apart all over again? Drop your predictions in the comments. I want to hear if you're rooting for a reunion or if you think old wounds run too deep. And there you have it, bold and the beautiful fans. September 29th isn't just an ordinary Monday. It feels like the calm before a storm, the moment where every storyline pivots towards something bigger, darker, and more emotional than ever before. Think about it. Hope is standing on the edge of heartbreak, torn between Carter's unwavering devotion and Liam's undeniable pull. She could gain everything, or she could lose both men in one devastating stroke. Deacon, meanwhile, has cracked open his soul to Taylor, and in doing so, he may have opened the door to a love story that could either heal him or destroy them both if Sheila finds out. And then there's Bill and Katie, two people who swore they were finished, only to discover that tragedy has a way of pulling broken hearts back together. But here's the haunting question that lingers in the air. Which love story will rise from the ashes, and which will go down in flames? Will Hope's choice finally end years of back-and-forth heartbreak? Will Deacon and Taylor dare to take a chance on something new, even with danger lurking? And will Bill and Katie finally reunite, proving that sometimes the greatest love stories survive even the deepest scars? So now it's your turn, fans. Tell me in the comments, which couple do you believe has the strength to survive? Whose passion do you want to see rekindled? And whose downfall feels inevitable? And remember, like this video, share it with your fellow Bold fans, and hit subscribe so you never miss the next shocking twist. Trust me, what's coming next could change the canvas of Los Angeles forever.